Welcome back to Legends of Elzorya. We have been off for almost 2 months. We just had some, we just needed a break. We had some work stuff and some scheduling stuff, but we are back now. So I will give a nice little recap of where we were, what we were doing, and then we will pause multiple times during this episode to remind ourselves how to play this game. So just bear with us as we get back into this. So you all, if you recall, have made your way over to the old monastery where Rhea grew up. There was some indications that you may need to come here. There was some also just Rhea wanting to know more about her past. When you got here, Rhea also started to experience some flashes, visions of days gone by. She saw the monastery under attack by some hooded figure. She saw people that she knew running, screaming. She saw things ablaze, as though the very spirits of these people still haunted or resided in this area. You continued on. She saw other visions of her past, of her as a small child, and the closest thing she had to a motherly figure in most of her life, just having a moment together. As you made your way down into the depths of the monastery, you found a very familiar rift, very much like the one that you found in the Phoenix's office. You know that the Phoenix has been using his abilities to pull things from this rift to create the clanks of this world, pulling the souls of the long destroyed Aetheria, the original planet and home of the humans, and trapping those souls basically as servants within the clank. You have Celiana here with you, or Celiana here with you, who at one point was known as, Maid 34? Then Tetra. She's gone through a lot of names. But having Rhea pulling some amazing magic out of her ass a couple episodes ago completely dissipated the rune that was keeping her human soul tamped down, and she is now once again herself still trapped in this metallic body. While you were here, though, you did find an unsettling discovery, as Rhea found the body of Rhea herself staring up at her. And there was a little bit of confusion and shock going on. And it was at this point that you heard the footsteps coming down the stairs as Phoenix rejoined you. He, of course, knew of this rift, and it was revealed that it was him that attacked and burned down the monastery once they had discovered this rift. He then went on to explain that the Rhea you see in front of you, while having all of the memories and experiences that would make a person, does not have a human soul, but is magic incarnate that has basically cloned itself after the original Rhea touched and made contact with this rift, this in-between world, which explains a little bit why it still calls and beckons to Rhea so much. He then pleaded with Rhea to join forces with him for experiments, for studies, so that he could fully understand the nature of this magic, where it comes from, what exactly it is. And she flat out refused. At the same time, Len, you got a call on your badge to let you know that whatever's been boiling over back in Bravia has boiled over all the way. Your commander, Zariel, has been murdered. That was his name, right?
That's his name now?
Zariel, yeah.
Zariel. I was like, Zariel's, that's something else.
Daryl.
It's just kind of...
I thought you said Daryl for a second. I'm like, that's a really, really dad name for a commander.
He was somebody's dad. That has boiled over, and Ashworth has made his move with this army of clanks that he's been slowly building and is making to take back Bravia. So all that's happening at the same time that the Phoenix is talking to you, begging you to join him And as you refuse, he gets a little miffed, and you see that he has unstabilized this rune. The stabilization he had put into place. And now he is sitting back to see what you do about it as the rift here. The rift that you know is the same rift seen in the sky right before Aetheria was torn asunder, starts to crackle and rip as reality starts to open up more and more in front of you. And he sits back and sees what you can do about it as we jump back into tonight's Legends of Elzorya. We're going to start right there. I'm going to share a dynamic countdown with you now. And we'll see how this goes.
The end of the world counter?
The end of the world counter. So, he leans back against the wall, watching you intently. Well, it's time to see what you can do then. If you refuse to work with me, I shall run experiments of my own. Your time is ticking away, Rhea.
What? Cool. You can run so many experiments when the fucking world is ending.
You forget. This will not be the first world I've seen collapse. I have no problem watching this world fade away, but I suspect you might.
You won't stand to watch me fade with it. As I'm like...
that?
As my eyes are... As I'm like already looking at this thing, I am multitasking the fuck out of this interaction.
Me and I think the other, I was upstairs
Allie.
with Kalliana when she started turning back, so I don't even know if we're in the room yet. And I think Draven and Fortune had just started up the stairs.
Right. You can hear the change, though. So I will say...
I'm pretty sure you can probably hear us going like, hey, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, Kalliana said immediately, like, she felt the shift before anybody else, like, when he activated the rift, and she started, like, kind of getting me to go back down.
And remember, she was there originally when this happened to her home. So I will say, because you had gone farther away, the other three will get an action, so you'll basically come, like, the next round, even though this isn't really, like, a combat round. But they'll have a chance to do an action before you'll get to do one. And everybody can contribute to this as long as it makes sense. Just let me know how you're doing it and how you're contributing to it. But this is how this is going to work. If the countdown gets from 8 to 0, you have successfully stabilized this rift. If it gets to 12, the world's going to end.
What?
No pressure.
I said we just let the world end. What do you guys think?
Let's end the campaign on a horrible note right before the official Daggerheart module for alchemy launches.
This is the way the world ends.
We reincarnate. We get to play our newly reincarnated world and characters with a different god system that has all of the domains.
All right.
We just straight up like do not interact with your plans, and we.
Who wants to go?
We're
get,
all
some
wizards.
off-screen
All right, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Poor Lynn's like, God damn it. She's like the one person who's like, cares about the world.
No,
like
I'm
she's
sorry,
in there
I'll shut
trying
up.
to do stuff. She's like trying to hold the rift together, and they're all just standing there like, just let it happen.
No magic. She's the worst person for this. Like,
So
Ria's down here basically like holding two pieces of a nuclear reactor together with her bare hands.
So what are we doing? Ria, I will give you the first action. So this is describe what you're doing. We'll make rolls for it. You can look at your sheet, but be creative with whatever you want to try here.
I mean, I have the counterspell thing. I don't know if that's applicable. If not, I can think of some slightly more creative shenaniganery.
You tell me what you want to do. It's too early for me to be hinting about things. You guys are on your own.
Is your counterspell, is it the repudiate?
No, it's just called counterspell.
Oh, okay, cool. I was seeing if it was... Oh, I'm sorry. I was seeing was it the same as mine. I didn't know.
No, it's literally just called counterspell, and it says you can interrupt a magical effect taking place by making a reaction roll using my spellcast trait.
That's what you want to use? Go for it.
Yeah.
This is where we all double check because we forgot what our spellcasting thing was.
Oh no, I know what mine is. I was trying to see if there's a thing I can do, manipulate magic, where I can get a +2, but it's not entirely clear on whether I have to declare I'm doing it right now before I roll, or if I could do it after I roll.
Typically, is it an experience?
It's
an experience?
It's my subclass thing.
We'll look it up later, but I'll let you decide afterwards if you want.
It says your primal origin allows you to modify the essence. After you cast a spell, you can mark a stress to do one of the following.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm assuming that's after I click the button to go.
Absolutely. If you don't like the result, you can add 2 to it. Okay, that is a 16. Right now with hope.
I might as well. I've got a not in the 0 amount of stress I can burn. So make that 18.
I'm going to go ahead and roll 2d4 for my prayer dice.
Okay. Are you using one now or just put
No, I just need it. I need to go ahead and get them on the board so I know what I have.
So,
18
Ria,
feels right.
What does this look like as you're doing your counterspell? Like how are you interacting with the rift and what it's doing?
I don't think it's as much of the, like, flourishy magic that you're used to. I think it's just magical energy, like flowing around her arms as she's literally trying to physically close this thing, wrench this thing closed.
Okay.
Like, on either side of it.
This is incredibly powerful magic. So the counterspell isn't enough to completely negate it, but that is a success with hope. That will tick this down 2 clicks. As you pour your magic, finding, and you can see now the magic talks to you almost. You can feel it. You can interact with it in ways that you didn't really understand before. And you're able to basically tune your counterspell to be the exact opposite frequency as you're basically pushing all of this energy and magic that's bleeding out of this rift. You start pushing it back, almost containing it again as you start to you can see it flicker and start to shrink a little bit. Success with hope, you're now down to 6. As she's doing this, what do the rest of you want to try to do to assist? And again, just because of distance, Lynn, you have to go last.
As I'm looking at this, I'm like looking over at my shoulder or looking at whoever I can see, and I'm like, fucking help me!
What is the name of like a god that would sort of like go along with like sort of like a Jesus type figure that like
someone to help you, basically.
Yeah, someone who's there to help you.
I feel like you'd either reach out to I feel like maybe just to the mother because she cares for all of her children. Like that's the like she's like the mother's one of her names, but I can't remember what we officially named her. I think we like she's like a fertility, agriculture, and cultivation parental.
Oh, okay.
Hearth. She's the hearth keeper.
Hearth tender, I think.
Yeah, hearth tender. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's heart. We have heart tender and then hearth keeper. I think because we ran out of words. So
right,
hearth keeper. Yeah.
So Draven comes in. You know, Draven
would be like, "Oh, Holy Mother, please aid me."
Well, you know, Draven loves the theatrics, so he comes in. He's like, "In the name of the Heart Mother, I repudiate you!" And
he just becomes Sailor Moon. Is that what forms? Is one of those other forms like basically a Sailor Moon knockoff?
I need Draven. I need an animation of Draven doing a magical girl transformation.
His scales are so shiny, they like blind the person with their goodness.
Yeah.
I will also don't forget, Rhea, to take your hope from before.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, I get it. Okay. What? No, I don't want to click on. Oh my god.
You get a fear, but does a 17 succeed?
17 does succeed, so that's a success with fear.
So the effect stops and any consequences are avoided. I don't think you want to go that far, but how many notches does that take off of it?
Yeah, so the wording on yours is the same as mine. Has a special name.
A success with fear is going to click down just one, but it's a success with fear. You close your mouth.
I'm allowed to be shocked by it. I'm Draven.
As what I will do though, while it won't. I mean, this is a rift that's leaking just pure, unfiltered magic. So it's just as powerful as your spells are. It's still not really. It's like trying to hold back the ocean. What I will do though is give a +2 onto the next person's roll for the benefits of repudiate of like helping with the side effects of something. So you'll have a +2 on your next. Actually, advantage. You just roll the additional d6. So Fortune, you come in and you can see the two people that are most spelly here, both pouring everything they can in to try to keep this rift from ripping a hole in reality. What does Fortune do?
Is the Phoenix just like evil, laughing, like, oh, you know, is he like just watching it, or is he like going to ensure that this does happen? Should I worry about him?
At this point, he's not laughing maniacally. He has the look of a scholar who's just observing something in nature. He's leaned against the wall. His hand is up, just kind of stroking his chin very briefly. His eyes are watching, not really paying much attention to Draven, but very focused on Rhea, and just occasionally flicking back and forth to the rift.
I think I'm just going to be a big distraction to him, just because I'm not really sure how I can help them in any way. So
you can stab him.
Well, I think we have a net that we got out of his room before.
We do.
And I'm just going to throw the net on him and then like basically spank my hams at him and then just like be ready to run.
And this is what I gave advantage on. Okay.
Okay.
So hold on now.
If I can, I'll turn invisible as well, but I feel like I'm asking too much there.
So this is trying to distract him. You know, I think this has to be a presence check. I just don't know what else it could be.
Yeah,
Presence with advantage. So roll the additional
like
d6.
She yanked like up her skirt to show her extremely saggy hams. It's so hideous. He's like, oh god.
She's wearing lacy red underwear too.
13 with fear. Oh yeah, let's see. 16 with fear. Okay.
True Lord.
Believe it or not, that is just what you needed for a success. So the advantage saved your hams
my
in
lord.
this one.
I heard you like green eggs and hams.
Oh
Ew.
God.
Ooh.
I get another
I-
fear. The success with fear. Only us could be this this cavalier in the face of the end of the world. It will take down one more, as briefly his eyes float down to you, and your just exposed hams as you're just causing a huge scene. He kind of curiously watches you. He does. You know what? He doesn't even have anything to say. There's no words for him right now.
He's like, I cannot believe this is the people Rhea thought like were worth like defying me for. God.
I'm imagining the net just like landing on his head and it doesn't do anything. He's just
Yeah.
standing there.
Standing
staring.
up, yeah.
Exactly. That's kind of what I thought too.
Maybe with
Not
hope.
gonna do anything.
In that moment, he seriously considers just leaving this plane. There's nothing worthwhile here anyway. He goes, you know what? Not worth it.
Gotta go.
I will.
He's like, I'm gonna steal Rhea and just.
Yeah. That may become a
Leave.
real problem, yeah.
I will spend a fear here, as his eyes just kind of light up, and you can see just some heat start to come out of them as he just very quickly scans his eyes, and these super intensive heat beams just slice through the net that's over his head, and it just falls to the side. So any effect that the net would have had, he could have. He also prefers the drama.
I really enjoy that, yeah.
So now, Lynn, would you be heading back that way?
Yes, because Caliana is headed that way, and I just can't bring myself to leave her.
Okay.
Also, I know there's probably some really bad shit, so I'm like, fuck.
You
Also,
both.
Draven said, "Come, Lynn. I need you to help me. I need you to save me when I'm."
I think
about
I
to
just
die."
hear the downstairs, like as a collective outcry when this shit hit the fan.
As you run back into the room right behind
No.
Caliana.
I want you to imagine as I start leaping down those stairs, my wings start slowly kind of like opening, and I'm kind of like descending like very quickly, like down the stairs with like quick hops until I'm into the room, and I like just burst out into flight.
Okay. So as you come into the room, you see the scene in front of you. You see the sweat starting to kind of run down both Rhea and Draven's faces. You do catch the tail end of Fortune doing whatever the fuck Fortune's doing over there.
Oh,
Not exactly sure how that's helping, but somehow it did. Because game mechanics, you know. But what do you do as you soar into this chamber, and you see this scene, and you can see the rift clearly unstable, but being managed by your party members at the moment?
You know, I think Lynn's just gonna do what Lynn does best. And I think she's just gonna smash this motherfucker or try to. Like, I think at this point, she just knows she can't. I think she just wants to distract him from whatever the hell everyone else is, and she's had enough, and she's just fucking done. So she's gonna she's just gonna pull out a rapier, and like she's just gonna try to like just shove it through this guy.
Go for it. Give me your rapier attack.
Okay, I actually have an action, so. And I am gonna use my hope die to add 2 to that.
Okay. So that will be a 16 with fear. Against him, that will not hit.
Ugh.
The difficulty is a little...
I like to think he just leans to the side and it hits the wall behind him.
Yeah, so as you do that, I love that. You fly at him, and for the moment, I mean, you are dead on. And it's just imperceptible almost at the last second. He moves to the side and it slams into the wall. And there's this second where you're suspended mid-air as his eyes flick over to you. I would kindly ask you to not intervene. As he reaches out, he's going to make an attack on you. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, it's not too bad. 15. Does 15 hit you?
That is a good fucking question. I can't even remember where I look. Well,
Your
Probably
evasion is
evasion.
pretty
that's by
low.
evasion, not by armor. Yeah, I only have a
Yes.
9 evasion, so it's gonna.
Oh,
fucking,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to reach out and he grabs you around the neck and starts to squeeze. And you can feel his hand start to just like heat itself up. And it almost feels like a fire around your throat. You are going to take. Jesus Christ. I'm just going to roll this here. I'm sorry, by the way. 27 damage.
Okay. I can't remember how.
So
Because I
you
know
can,
that's over severe damage. I don't know if armor can do anything against that level of.
yeah. So spending an armor will drop it by 1 level. So if it's severe, and you spend an armor, it'll drop it to major.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing I can do, because I think the only time I can use I Am Your Shield is when I'm protecting someone else to use more than 1 armor at a time.
Yes. Now, I will say a side effect of this particular attack is that if you choose to mark an armor, you have to mark 2.
Okay.
So it'll take 2 to knock it down from severe to major.
Okay, so we're just gonna hang on. I'm trying to. I have 5, so we're just gonna narc it down to 3 armor.
Yeah. And then
And
take
then
2 HP.
Yeah.
This guy also has Relentless, which means he can be spotlighted again. So he's going to do that. He's got you in his hands here. Let's see. What's he going to do? Yeah, so he takes you as he's got you in his hands, and he basically just tries to slam you up against the wall beside him. So he's going to make another attack. 14. You got 9, right? So he's going to hit you. 48 plus 7 again.
That's only major damage for me because my threshold is 10 and my severe threshold is 18
against your evasion.
Yeah, I mean it'll hit for sure.
I rolled 14. So look at that. The damage is also 14.
I think I just have to take another. I guess I can use another 2 armor. Is that the same attack? Okay, so
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just be down to. It's gonna immediately take me down to 1 armor because I can't to drop that down to only 1 HP, 1 HP of attack.
Okay. Perfect. So he kind of slams you up against the wall, and then he lets you go. You're still standing as you fall to the ground, stumbling a little bit. Your throat, your whole neck feels like it's on fire. I am going to say for the next couple minutes, you won't be able to speak.
Okay.
Just because of how intensely he grabbed you and the heat that he put on your throat. But with that, it does turn back over to you. You all can do your turns in any order you want now. And from here on out, we will be using kind of the encounter rules. So fails, he'll get to do something now that we've kind of engaged him.
Okay. Draven, when he sees Lynn flying down the stairs looking like a badass, he just turns to no one. It's like, that's my friend.
And, you turn to the camera.
Yeah. And that's my friend. But then when she gets grabbed by the throat and slammed out of the way, he's like, that's my friend.
Oh.
And I'm going to use not magic missile. It's arcane barrage. And I'm going to spend 5 hope to deal 5d6. I'm going to send 3 of them to the rift, and 2 of them at the dude.
Okay, so there's no roll for that, or how does that work?
There is no roll. I had to spend 5 hope for each missile. 1 hope for each missile.
Okay.
It automatically hits.
Okay.
It's 1d6 per thingy. It's sort of like magic missile.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do 3 are going to go towards the rift.
I got this. Okay. 3 towards the rift.
And
11.
then
Okay.
2 to the dude.
6. Okay. So he has a passive ability. When he takes damage, it gets reduced by 2d10. So let's see. Both of these hit as they basically just hit against his plate and then seem to dissipate. He looks down, looks up at you, looks over at your friend. I feel like you're not focusing on the task at hand here.
I said 3 of the thing.
You did. And as you do that, you can see it is going to take that down by 1.
Does the damage not seem to destabilize Rift? It seems to, like, what does it do? Does it seem like it shrinks the Rift when you attack it?
As the magic goes into it, it seems to just get absorbed back into the Rift itself. But what happens is it almost creates, as the magic kind of goes in and punches a hole, it almost seems to pull some of the magic from the surrounding area in through with it. So it did seem to have a positive effect, not much of one. But it is seeming more stable in conjunction with everything else that's going on. At this point, though, I will spend a fear. As he holds his hand up, he's going to basically... you can feel him gathering as much magic as he can as he starts drawing it out of the rift itself. With that... It's only going to move it 1 back as he starts to try to destabilize the rift. As he starts pulling that magic back out, you can actually see the 3 missiles you shot into it get pulled back out of the rift and kind of hover in the air. And then
those are my missiles.
Take them back then. He'll spend another fear, and all of those missiles fly back in your direction. You will take the 11 damage that you spent.
I am so expressive.
That is his turn, and both of his turns, it passes back to you all. As those missiles slam into you, actually...
How much was that? 11 damage, or 6 went to him, right?
6 went to him, so you take the 11. Straight back to you. There is a tinge
that'll be major.
Hold on.
I'll do
Hold on. Because this has gone into this plane, it is tinged with additional arcane energy. You will not be able to use armor on this attack.
You're a jerk.
The countdown's called the end of the world. Did you expect this to be simple?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. We've gotten by so far.
You're still doing rather well. Okay, it's closer to 0 than death.
All right, I guess I'll be cool with it.
It is back to your all's turn.
I still love that Rhea's just kind of here holding this shit together this entire time, like watching all of this happen, like, bruh.
Would you like to attempt something else?
Oh Lord Almighty.
You could spank your hands at the rift. See what happens.
Spank the rift. No, I'm not gonna finish that thought. I'm not gonna finish that thought. I had a very specific thought, and I'm not gonna finish it. That might be a post-show thought.
So anybody can take the next action. Whoever wants to.
Rhea, you've got some. You pretty much deal the most magic damage. I would say you should
attack that rift.
Do something. Yeah, hit it.
Since it seems
a rift itself.
The rift doesn't. Like when he attacked it, it actually did seem like it, weirdly enough, helped close the rift. It drains the magic almost when he attacked it.
You were essentially pushing magic back into it, is what you were doing, which is why it was helping to stabilize it, because you were pushing the magic back into the rift. And because Rhea is actively trying to close it at the same time. So context mattered, but yeah.
I don't know what kind of role would be needed to do this, but I had the thought, and as my kitten is... Actually, no, that's Maple screaming outside my door. I had the thought that, if this is you know how when there's a hole in the bottom of a boat, you get somebody to bail the water out with a bucket kind of deal?
Mm-hmm.
So
sure.
I'm using that as kind of a metaphor, but also not. I wanna bail the magic out of the boat.
Okay. You can just kind of describe exactly what you're doing, and then that'll just be basically a spellcast roll. So that's what? Instinct for you?
Yes, and I want to use my my Orderborn thing.
Okay.
Basically, I get to use a D20 as my hope die instead.
Perfect. So just from the tray, roll a D20 and a D12.
Principles. Yeah.
And which principle is it?
A person's mind is their greatest weapon.
Okay. I like that.
Because I don't want to. I could do a bunch of damage to it, but it seems like it feels like I'd just be feeding some kind of other fire later down the line. And also, I kind of want to see what happens if I draw some of this rift power into myself and see what happens, bailing out the boat.
And do you have any experience you want to apply to this too?
Probably. This feels either magical tinkery or full of heresy.
Heresy!
I feel like it could apply under the umbrella of heretical scholar or magical tinkerer.
Heretical scholar would work. For sure. They both would. Whichever one you want to use. Just spend
I'm basically jury-rigging a solution to a world-ending magic rift, so...
as one does in these circumstances. Okay, so that will be a D20 and a D12. That'll be your roll.
Plus 3, I think, because that's my instinct.
3, okay.
And then another 2 if I'm using my experience. Can I do all that?
Yes, exactly. So plus 5.
Hell yeah. Experience requires a hope to use, right? Am I?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I got that shit to burn. Wabushki.
Holy shit!
I don't even need the hope.
Critical. A critical success takes this down by 3. At this point, the rift is looking surprisingly stable. What does your whole action look like here? What are you doing with this? A critical. That was awesome. Perfect time. So what does this look like?
So I like to think that... So she's still trying to, pull this thing, physically yank the two halves of a tear close together. I'm envisioning this as literally two trying to join two pieces of fabric. But there's, something in the way that's not letting her close it all the way.
Okay.
So...
And you were saying were you drawing a little power out of this to help you first? Is that what you said you were doing? Okay.
Yeah, basically trying to remove some of the... if there was material in the way of pulling two halves of a tear together, trying to take some of that away.
I like to imagine, she's kind of, pulling in, and, you start... You know how, when you rip fabric, there's, lines of thread in between? I like to imagine that, when she pulls, it's almost like when you tighten laces, and it kind of just, tightens inward. Literal fabric of reality.
That's awesome.
you can. I bet you can see the energy like forming the lacing, and then like coming from her fingers as she reaches back to pull tighter.
Yeah.
As she's doing this too, those of you that are close enough, you can see those scars and patterns on her start to glow very faintly, the same kind of whitish glow as the rift itself. As you can feel the hair stand on the back of your neck, as the whole room feels electrified, and then you can watch as the rift just starts to knit itself back together. From the corner, you just hear, "Fascinating. You are even more amazing than I could have thought."
Ooh.
It is still with your
Thank
all's
God
turn.
Epsilon is so
right
giddy
now.
about this.
Thank
Rhea
God.
is 0% into this.
Ew.
Ooh.
How are you
Ew.
so like sexually slimy when you don't even have a penis, sir?
Yeah, that's Draven.
another life,
exactly what Draven
That's the
just
problem.
said,
Like
ooh.
he's like sexually frustrated, like so he just oozes out in other ways.
Here's
It was-
the thing. I kind of, in another life, I feel like I would write that fan fiction. I would write that enemies to lovers fan fiction.
I didn't mean it to come across like that, but
Too late. It's out there. You've put that energy into the world.
my bad.
Oh my god, what if we redeem him and then they fall in love?
Do it. Do it. I dare you.
We will. If he becomes a good guy and comes over to our side, I will build him a penis. Me and Rhea together, we will help, or a vagina. It's whatever they want.
Whatever
but-
he wants.
Honestly,
Okay,
it's
fine.
whatever the Phoenix wants. I don't
Yeah.
think Rhea's particularly. I don't think Rhea genuinely cares.
You know, if you can look past the whole genocidal maniac thing,
flavor,
I-
you know.
yeah, I think your bar is pretty low, right?
I mean, they redeemed Zuko. Didn't he do a bunch of war crimes and stuff?
Okay,
No, he's
okay.
16-year-old.
So, you are one success away. Who wants to take the next action?
Whoever
Me
does that, I'm
and
gonna look
Rhea.
directly into their eyes and say, "Fucking finish it."
Or-
me and
or-
Rhea have done stuff. It's up to you all. Spank them hams at it. See what that.
Well,
see what that
you
does.
guys, remember with
Yeah,
Daggerheart too, you can act again, and
I know.
would also
I'm
remind
just
you
trying to
all
be fair.
that
Tag
you can
team.
do tag teams if you have the hope to spend.
Oh.
Do you feel
I
like Liv
I
at this
do.
point, even though she's on the ground in bad shape, I feel like her nature would she'd try to go in for another attack. But if there's anybody like she can lock eyes with, like she would duo with them, like maybe Draven, since he was the last person who like
I
attacked.
hope.
I have
I'm
hope. I can
I do.
initiate tag.
Don't both people have to have it.
No,
I have
just
6
one person.
Yeah.
Get out of
Just
here,
one-
Finley.
One person has to pay for it. That's it.
I will. I've got all the hope right now, and none of the health.
Okay.
I'm cool on all of it, so.
I could try to put the rift to sleep.
Do we want to? Okay. Do we want Rin and Leah to do it, or Lynn and
Rin
Lynn
and Leah.
Yeah. Do we want them to do it?
Yeah, I don't have a I don't really have a good damage spell.
I mean, I don't even know. Because I would just end up trying to stab this motherfucker again, like maybe to distract him. If she wants to try to continue.
That would work. If that's what
Like-
you
Actually,
want
you
to do.
know what would be cool as hell?
If you push the magic in.
We only have one more countdown on the end of the world. I think it'd be cool as hell if you stabbed that bitch with a magical sword.
I have a magical sword.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, and Rhea like casts a
Maybe-
spell like through your sword, and you stab that bitch, and you close the rift. I think that'd
Let's
be
see.
cool.
Let's try to do like a dual tag team where like she's trying to close it and I'm trying to stab him to keep him from it because he's interfering right now.
He is.
Oh yeah,
He's
okay.
actively can keeping. They're playing tug of war with this rift, so I'd like to think that's going to be our way. We're going to tag team this. Like if we are successful, like I'll land a distracting attack, and she'll be able to finally fucking close that shit. So let's see how that works. How do we roll these? How does it roll?
So here's somebody, whichever one of you's initiating, you spend the 3 hope.
Okay.
Then you both roll whatever you're doing. So if you're doing a rapier attack, you would roll that. Rhea, I'm assuming you would roll something very similar to what you just did, or maybe not, whatever you want to do. And then you two choose which one you want to use.
Okay.
Can I add my experience to this?
You can. You can add whatever experience as long as you've got the hope to pay for it.
I 100% have the
I
hope
will
to pay
also
for it.
add my experience because I think this is like one of my things is what you are in the dark, and I think basically attacking someone when she's had her ass beat is very character true to Lynn.
I think so too. Okay, so that's.
I'm just
do
gonna
you have 4
I'm gonna roll a strength. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I had 6
perfect.
to start with, so that I did
Perfect.
3 for the tag team and then 1 for the experience. And I guess I'll just roll. Can I roll strength or do I just roll? I don't know if I guess it's an improved rapier, so I guess it's up to whatever my
I
thing
think
is.
I should have.
Critical.
Holy shit! I know which one you're taking. By the way, for the critical you just got, don't forget you got a hope, and you removed a stress.
Okay, I'm gonna minus the stress because I don't need the hope because I'm literally full.
Okay. Well, it means your experience would have been free too.
Yeah.
So you can roll if you'd like, but I'm pretty sure I know which roll you guys are going to take.
Unless we both crit.
Yeah, let's see if she crit. Do it just to see if we double crit because I think we should get juicy extras if we double crit.
I will give you juicy extra for a double crit.
That was so close.
That would have also been 3 crits in a row, which would have been nuts.
That would have been absolutely insane, but no.
So I ask you, do you take the critical or do you take the 8 with hope?
We take the critical.
Gee, I wonder what we're picking, Wolf.
Okay.
Do they both get to clear a stress and gain a hope?
Yes,
Is that how
exactly.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yep, so you both now gain a hope, clear a stress. With a critical.
Also, just for the extra flavor, I want you to know that since my wings are still out, as soon as I stab him, I'm going to hit him with a smite. I'm going to use an extra hope to do radiant damage, and I like to think that that stings a little bit, regardless of how strong he is.
Okay, and then Rhea, what does your portion of this look like? You can see that he's about to go in, and whatever he's about to do, it looks like he's going to rip this thing open. But you see Lynn going in for the distraction. What is your play here, Rhea?
The second I feel his hold on whatever's happening waver, I've got the magical strings lacing this thing together. I'm siphoning the power away, and then I just yank.
Okay. So,
and pull
Lynn,
whatever I was siphoning out into myself.
He is not paying attention to you at this moment because he is putting everything he can into ripping this open. As you come up behind him and with your rapier stab him, right through the chest, or
as hard as I can, right through the heart, or whatever left of this motherfucker has for a heart.
As you push as hard as you can and you pour that divine magic into your smite, the rest of you in the room see this shoot through his chest, and there's little springs and things that fly out everywhere, and you can see some kind of weird liquid, not blood, but some kind of oil or grease or something that you're probably not really familiar with, start pouring out as there's this look of shock on this strangely humanoid face as the rapier is glowing this brilliant light that floods the chamber. You can see, Rhea, you have the moment, and you take this and you pull, and with a critical, you get the choice. Are you stabilizing this rift, or are you going and pulling far enough to close it forever?
I feel like... What would leaving it do?
Kill anybody who touches it, as it did everybody in this whole room.
Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna close it.
Just keeping in mind, it will close off at least this access to maybe answers for you.
The game pops up. Are you sure?
No, I just want you to know exactly what's now with some of the new things that you know and your experience in there before. You might be able to find answers, but it is incredibly dangerous. So in this moment, Rhea needs to make that decision, and she's the only one that can.
Like Lynn's on one shoulder saying, "No, don't do it," and Draven's on the other one like, "Do it, leave it open."
I don't even think it's. I don't think it's Draven. I think it's just
Rhea herself,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
And then in front of you, Fortune's just still smacking her ass.
Yeah.
Time seems to slow down for you, Rhea, as you feel you're tugging on this, and you can see you're connected, and you can see how this magic intertwines, and you've got that thread, and you know one hard pull will seal this thing up forever. But if you stop just shy, it'll stabilize like it was before.
What's Kellyanna doing in all this?
I was gonna say,
Is she
is
just?
she around?
I mean,
She
she
is
is
around.
there in her peripheral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not much she can do. She has no magical power. She's basically just watching the scene unfold.
I look over at Kaliana, and then I look at the dead body of Rhea, the real Rhea Sylvia, and at Alessia and everybody else that, as far as I'm aware, I knew.
Blag.
Huh?
Blagatha.
Lagatha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Blagatha.
I
I
like
thought you
to
said
think.
lag.
I like to think
Well,
that
her
Blagatha
name
is
Blag,
actually a
that's what we thought.
stunning beauty. She just has a really ugly name. Like she's
Oh, yeah.
like the Helga of like she's actually a really attractive like Amazonian like esque like orc lady. She just
Oh,
had
yeah.
a really unfortunate name.
She's drop dead gorgeous.
Oh yeah, Blagatha. I feel like Blagatha and I would have been like quietly besties.
Besties
Y'all
forever.
were tight. I feel like y'all were
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about Black. It's been a while.
Blagatha knew. Remember Blagatha knew.
Blagatha knew.
We need a
Blagatha
shirt.
knew.
Or we want merch that says Blagatha knew.
With just
Oh
a
my
picture
God.
of an orc lady.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
The
make a t-shirt.
sexiest orc lady ever.
Blagatha knew.
We're ruining the moment. We're ruining the moment. Rhea.
I know. I'm
Rhea.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
Shut up,
It's a
Ravnock.
perfect amount of stalling for me to think about how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm looking at them, all of this, and I just look the Phoenix dead in the eyes. And I just say, this was never meant to be, and yoink, the thing closed.
There is a rush as this happens, as you in the room, you can hear like thunder, this sound of reality fighting against itself. As those in the room close by, you can see those threads that were connecting it, they start to knit themselves back together. And it's almost like the room itself is getting distorted as all of this magic starts to kind of rush back into it. You can feel like this breeze blowing your hair, and slowly, starting from the top, it just knits back together, one by one, all the way down, each of these little crevices that come off of it, slowly disappearing until eventually, with a loud popping noise, the rift ceases to exist. As you're standing in the room that was once that was once like electrified with magic, now all that remains is just the twinkling remnants of what was once there.
I look the
Draven
Phoenix
turns-
dead in the eye. I curtsy melodramatically at him. Was that enough? Are you done?
That was absolutely
Satisfied?
incredible.
Oh, he made it weird. He made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't help it now.
Like he's still like skewered on my rapier, and you just see like Lynn can't talk, so you just see her make like,
So look,
like
okay, I understand how that came out.
Just, no, don't roll that. Keep it. Roll it. Lean into it.
No,
lean into
he
it.
needs to be like this.
I'm not rolling it back. For clarity, it's not a sexual desire he has.
No,
too late.
totally
For him
100% sexual for this dude.
Okay,
after
Karen.
1,000 years, you get weird about stuff.
Okay,
He's not. He's magic sexual.
This is the first time he's felt something in so long.
So long.
Draven was about to be really excited about his friends and like turn to the camera and be like, "Those are my friends," but then you ruined it.
Do you see now what you could do? The power you have. You're meant for greater things than what you're currently doing.
Can I twist my blade to see if it'll shut him the fuck up? Just
Mr. Phoenix, Mix Phoenix, what? Mix Phoenix. I'm not supposed to exist.
But you do. Whether or not you should or shouldn't is of no consequence. You're here. And you can do things that no one else on this planet can.
Ugh.
He starts to twitch a little bit as your rapier seems to have cut through something in some of his circuitry. And you see one of his eyes blink a little bit. I could help you harness this power, you know. Look at what you've done here. Something that no one could have ever done. You're the only one.
If I'm the only one, how do you oughtn't know as much as you think you do.
So
what could you help me with?
Learn together. There's like a loud popping. It's like some sparks fly out. Are you leaving him like impaled on your rapier?
I think honestly, I'm trying to like hack it out sideways and tear up at him as much as I can at this point. Like I'm tired of this motherfucking talk. I'm tired of them talking. I'm tired of this back and forth. I'm fucked up. I got really hurt. My city is like, or the thing I was assigned to like is collapsing. I don't have time for this.
And he's talking so gross.
He's so just like you see me just like using all of my strength to try to like rip this out sideways through his like what would his ribs basically.
Okay.
He's so
as she's like wiggling this around, I just take one step forward, just in the grand scheme of things and general meaning, you want nothing to me.
His eyes go kind of wide, and you can see they're starting to flicker, and you can see whatever processing unit he has is starting to shut down. I imagine you'll come to your senses eventually. Until then, I'll be watching.
Ugh, see, I knew he was going to like board out or some shit.
No, he can take on any clank.
Oh, yeah. We already knew that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when I logged in, the first thing I saw in the chat was he plurbed. And
I was
like, that was the first thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like to think as I rip that out sideways, finally, like out of him, that's what finally, he kind of just collapses into a heap.
On the ground. Finally silent. Still kind of creepy.
Lynn's gonna spit on him.
Okay.
She's pretty pissed. And
those are my friends.
I think honestly, as soon as he's like collapsed, she also, without a word, turns and starts like going for the stairs.
Heliana watches you go, looks back and forth. Finally, her eyes fall on Rhea. I can't believe it. You closed it. How did you do that?
I could explain the technicalities, but I think that would just bore you.
As someone who has seen firsthand what those rifts can do, you have saved so many lives today.
I don't think that occurred to Rhea at first. I don't think that occurred to Rhea yet. And she's just kind of... She looks at all of the dead bodies in the room. He goes, I guess I did.
There's no guessing. A rift like that tore my home apart. There are children lying down in bed tonight, and will wake up tomorrow because of you all.
And that's why I couldn't let it stand. I could have kept it. Used it. Preserved it in a stabilized state. I look at, like, Fortune. Lynn's already left. But, so I'm looking at Fortune, the only other person who was, like, naysaying just
She's
me
invisible.
in general.
She's invisible right now.
Well, no, she's smacking her hams.
Yeah,
what ham? Why is she invisibly smack?
I thought
she didn't get to go invisible.
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
No. That was a wish.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, that's too many actions. You shush.
You shush.
But I didn't. And I hope that says something. That says something to my character.
Kellyanna kind of senses a little tension.
A bit. I might be a bitch. Or reckless. Or whatever you want to call me. But I harbor no malice towards good people.
Kellyanna just kind of looks around. Her eyes kind of flicker to the stairs as she sees that at this point the conversation has shifted a little bit with the accusatory tone towards Fortune, and she just kind of silently makes her way towards the stairs to go check on Lynn.
So you can tell your friend, so you can tell your little baby Seraph friend that. Because I don't think she has any interest in listening to me.
Kellyanna, before we leave out of here, I would love to take the Phoenix with us. And you're probably the best to, pack things.
She kind of stopped.
What is that supposed to mean?
She can carry a decent amount.
Oh!
As she's taking one step up the stairs, and she turns around and looks down. Are we sure that it's damaged to where he won't be coming back to it?
If he is, we'll just stab him in the face.
We'll make sure he can't come back as soon as we get to look at him.
It would be pretty cool if he did come back.
Fortune to give me I think that's going to be a presence check. She's not so sure about this. Okay. 14 with hope.
If he does come back, we'll just stab him in the face.
She's uneasy. But she nods and makes her way over and just kind of starts to scoop up some of the parts and the pieces. Kind of hauls it over her shoulder. And you can see as she does that oil is just kind of leaking down over her shoulder now and just kind of making a mess as it's still just openly bleeding like a wound.
I'm gonna grab somebody's like a robe or something like that, and try to like keep it from getting all over Kaliana, because that seems like that could be problematic.
Okay.
And also it's just unpleasant.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
I appreciate
I
you,
would like to-
Kaliana.
I want to like go around the room and pick up loose springs and cogs and sprockets and stuff like that before we head out.
Okay. Easy enough to find. I mean, they're
Doodads.
all right around where he was murdered. I don't know what happened.
Add to your inventory one cluster of doodads.
Yeah, a bag of bolts.
Doodads.
Doodads.
Absolutely, just doodads.
As long as we remember what the doodads were, I think we're good.
Thingamajigs.
Phoenix doodads.
Phoenix doodads. We'll get that.
That sounds like a euphemism.
I recognize these doodads.
That sounds like a euphemism, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Next time you see him, I see you. Kept my doodads with you.
Oh, he's the worst. He's the fucking worst. Oh god.
Oh, gross. That got me. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting, but no, that's just.
We need to leave all of those. Leave those here.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
No, you should. Jesus
I've made
Christ,
him
Wolf.
unintentionally creepy. It wasn't my intention.
What have you done?
You made
not
him like
sure.
a predator. You made him
not
just a predator.
I see you've kept my dude. Jesus. I'm gonna use that somewhere.
So, Draven, what are you doing?
Honestly, he's very. He wasn't joking. He's very impressed with his friends right now, and he's just kind of journaling it. To be honest, he's writing all this down. He's drawing little doodles, just kind of adding to this story he's going to tell.
Okay.
I'm also going to pick up the net that was ripped.
Okay. It's got like a big hole burned in it. So
I figure we could probably mend it, but
yeah, you'll need to repair it before it'll be usable again. Is there anything else in this room the three of you want to do?
Does Alessia have any kind of like? Does Alessia have any kind of like jewelry or something that I can like take with me just as like a memento? Can I like?
She is wearing a necklace. It's very kind of understated, but you recall her wearing it a lot. As you kind of look down at it, it's one of those sight memories, and you just kind of think about all the times that she wore it. You don't know if it has any significance to it, but it's a nice little very small little sapphire, just in a pretty simple setting, but you know it was one of her favorites.
I'm going to take that and then drape like another. I'm gonna go around the room and like drape robes or whatever over all of the bodies.
Before we leave, Draven would like to look for stories. What I mean is like journals, things written down, anything like that. Those are very valuable to him, so I'd like to look for those.
Okay. Let's give me a quick instinct check. Let's see what you can find. 14 with fear. I'll take the fear.
Will you?
I will take the fear. With the fear, you do find a lot of scattered papers. It's hard to make out what they are, but you do find a couple notebooks. Most of them have been damaged. unfortunately. You do eventually kind of come across what looks to be like some pages that were ripped out of a book, kind of scattered about, 2 or 3 pages in a row, so not much of a complete story, but they seem to be kind of recounting the events leading up to this. So the events of Alicia showed us what she's been keeping secret for weeks. The rift, it's incredible. You can feel the magic rolling out of it. And then there's like another entry date a couple days later. We're getting closer. We're going to try to open it, make contact with it. Alicia says she's found someone that volunteered to do it. A couple more pages just talking about the excitement, the buzz of leading up to this. And then it just kind of abruptly ends. Right as they talk about tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow we learn more about the rift. And that's the last entry.
Draven transcribes it all into his journal, and he's like, "Ooh, girl, don't do that."
You get the feeling they brought this down here to continue writing once they discovered more and never got the chance.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So he's ransacking all of the, basically like kind of gently ransacking the room, and I am doing an impromptu, not quite burial, because I don't think any of us has the physical wherewithal at this point to dig God knows how many graves.
No, and the person that cremates all your bodies went upstairs.
She's got the living in mind, guys. Like, she's got actual, real, like, not dead people to worry about right now.
She's busy.
They don't let you read their diaries.
Rhea, as you're going through and covering people up, there's a lot going through your mind right now. All of these faces, you know them, you remember them, and then it conflicts with what Phoenix told you about not being just basically magic incarnate, but that doesn't seem right to you. It can't be right. You remember this, all of the memories, all of those lived experiences, those are yours. You have those memories as clear as day. Your entire life is still yours, shaping who you are, all of the experiences up to this point. Everything that Rhea has gone through has shaped the person that you are today. So that question plays in your mind again about what makes a person who they are. Is it the existence of a soul? Is it the memories of the life they've lived? And that just kind of keeps playing over and over in your head as you get to the other Rhea's body. Are you any less real than she was? I think that's something you're going to have to determine for yourself.
I think the immediate answer is no. Well, I don't think the immediate answer of am I real in her brain is no.
Okay.
Especially am I Rhea?
Once again, the Phoenix's words echo. What makes a person who they are? With that, I am going to transition upstairs as Lynn has stormed away, and you can hear behind you the heavy footfalls of Kaliana. Lynn, wait!
It's more of a limping, really, actually. Like, it's not like, I mean, she is very insistent, but she's not like super, super fucked up, but like, she got a pretty good little ass whipping right there for a minute.
Yeah, that he was a higher tier villain, just so you know.
Critical. Every time I crit, I'm like, oh, thank you, God.
You turn to see Kellyanna running towards you with the body of Phoenix over her shoulder. Wait. Where are you going?
You see, you kind of see her like she's almost a little like revolted to see it. Like she just takes a deep breath, and she's like, Kellyanna, as we speak, Bravia's ring ripped apart by the clank. Gideon is overthrowing the city. There are probably hundreds of people dying. I don't have time to dig through corpses right now. I've got to think. It's all Serif's on hand right now. Zale is dead. I don't know what's going to happen. Gideon apparently has Chelsea locked in a cell somewhere. Like, she's almost like frantic, like with stress at this point.
Kellyanna drops the body and she just takes one gingerly step towards you. Okay, I understand, but Lynn, we're days from Bravia. We won't be able to get back for as fast as we go, at least 2 days.
You kind of see her like she kind of staggers like against the wall for a second, and she kind of like takes a breath, and you kind of like see her knock her head against the wall, just like very gently, and she kind of nods, and she's like, I know, but I was supposed to be there.
I know, but what could you have done? What could one more Seraph have done?
I don't know.
It was a surprise attack, and you wouldn't have seen it coming if you hadn't been with us.
What if we had told Zell? Like, I decided to come here to find answers, but I didn't think anybody would be able to help. I thought they were all compromised, but what if I made the wrong choice?
And we live with it. We make new choices going forward. We can't change anything we've done up to this point. Len, but you're in no position to run straight back to Bravia right now. You need rest. You need to heal. If you run in now, you'll just get yourself killed. Especially if you run alone. People downstairs, look at what you all did together. You can't leave them behind. You can't do this on your own.
Like, she's going to kind of laugh. She's like, they don't care. I mean, Fortune may care about her people in the city, but let's be real. They don't care like I do. I don't even know if I can get them to come back to Bravia. I mean, they may come for Chelsea, but I don't know. I want to think that they care enough not just to let the city fall. I hope they don't. She's going to kind of look at Kellyanna, and she'll be like, I'm going to set up a base camp at the top in the offices just for us to grab our bearings. When they can come and talk to me when they're ready. And she's going to kind of continue up the stairs, kind of like limping along.
Kellyanna just will watch you go, kind of sensing you need some time. She just kind of puts herself up against the wall and just slides down. Just kind of sits there for a minute. And puts her own head in her hands. And takes what is the whisper of a deep breath, since she can't breathe, but just like
moving air throughout her
action, that involuntary reaction as she tries to calm her own self. Okay. What are we doing? So Lynn's gonna go make a camp. Will you all go find her eventually, or do you? I mean,
I'm just at the top of the stairs. I'm basically going to be turning Alicia's office into like a place to rest.
Oh, that place. Okay.
Yeah.
She probably has a fireplace in her office and everything.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's like probably one of the, like, it's not as exposed. It's easier to defend. Like, honestly, Lynn's pretty, like, Lynn did listen to Kellyanna, know that she is too fucked up to, like, make the trip in one day.
Okay.
But I think Lynn's probably going to be trying to tap into her Seraph badge to see if there's any more intel coming through it. Well, because it doesn't actually come out of her badge. It goes telepathically to her head.
As long as you're in control, as long as you have the badge, you get
and are enrolled in the Seraph, core.
Is this thing on?
Has anybody else been informed about?
Yes, I told all y'all exactly what was happening. That Zale's dead. Gideon's making a move. Our asshole robot laughed about it, and that's where we learned that he's making a coup attempt with plausible deniability of behind the attack from the.
Yeah, he's acting. It's not even so much his plan as he's just helping enable this stuff to happen, as though he likes to watch this. He's been actively helping, so that Gideon can do his own thing, and then if Gideon's successful, it's already laid the groundwork for him to just take back control of the Clanks. If not, then that damn Gideon Ashworth.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that Lynn had told the party.
Yeah, y'all should know that that's why she's leaving, because she's I mean there's a shit ton of stuff happening outside of this room.
I feel like Fortune is going to leave a gold piece on dead Rhea after you have removed yourself away from her, just as her own way of paying respects for somebody that she knows but doesn't know. And then I'm going to move upstairs, not necessarily straight to Lynn, but making my way up there.
Okay. Rhea and Draven, I think, are the last two left down in the room. If you have anything you'd like to say to each other, anything you can. Otherwise, I'll follow Fortune up the stairs.
I kind of feel like when Draven got the found the journal he was looking at earlier, he probably took it upstairs to read, or have somewhere to sit.
He's
and read.
He's in the office.
Okay.
Or in one of the libraries, maybe. We have a bunch. There's probably at least one library. It's a monastery. There's probably about scholars.
Probably.
Yeah, and Draven is a creature of comfort. He is going to find the comfiest chair too.
There's absolutely it's not super fancy, but we may be kind of monks, but we know that comfort is important to doing your best brain work. So there is definitely a comfy little lounge chair.
It is, as me and my husband say when we're burrowed into bed, it is comf. Yeah,
there's a bean bag or something. There are bean bags and stuff that you can vibe on, because sometimes people do their best thinking when they're perched in weird positions, and sometimes those people are me. I am incapable of sitting properly in a chair.
It's the opposite of the chair I'm sitting in now.
Oh, new chair.
Yeah, I need a new chair for sure.
I do too.
Let me ask you this then. It's late. The danger here has passed, and you'll notice too, Rhea, now that the rift is closed, all of those whispers, those senses of ghosts that you were getting, you're not picking up on that anymore. It's like the flashbacks you were experiencing were a result of the magic that had bled into this area, trapping these moments in time. But with the rift closed, it's gone eerily silent. That feeling of history here seems to be lessened. So it is a safe place to stay. But for the rest of the night, would there be any conversations you need to have? Is anybody approaching Lynn?
Oh, you don't understand. Lynn is not quite. Lynn is she's drawn up. She's got it. There's to imagine there's a chalkboard Like she's got her detective,
she's got a conspiracy board going.
Yeah, like he's not even like, you have to understand, Lynn's not actively like pissed. Like, yes, she's pissed at like things from her background, but like she's like basically listening to that scanner, and it's like, I want you to imagine like it's a fucking police scanner, and she is like updating people. Like you have to understand, Lynn is like almost like she doesn't seem totally well to you guys. Okay. Like she's been kind of fucked up by this. You understand that like she's not like responding like really appropriately to the fact that she's been hurt. Like she's extremely stressed out, and like when y'all come up, she immediately just starts going into being like the 4th district has fallen. Like she's like y'all are like, oh,
crazy eyes,
like crazy eyed. Like she can't worry about what just happened because a full ass coup is happening for her, like the in the nation's capital right now. Like
I feel like Draven comes up and just like takes the thing from you.
There's like chalk, like hey.
Hey, what's going on? How are you? He's very concerned, and doesn't know what to say. He just takes the like police scanner thing from you. Is like, hey.
Actually, as soon as he for some reason, like you see your touch, like as soon as you take it off, the constant background chatter of the police scanner cuts out of her head. Like up until that point, it had been constantly going, like with like orders and updates. And you see her kind of like, I like to think Draven's the first one up the stairs to her, you know, like because he came up to like do the booklet, and she just like, she kind of looks at him and she's like, Draven, I don't know how many people are dying from the clanks. If Gideon takes over, he will kill Chelsea if she's still in a dungeon somewhere, and I don't know what he'll do to get Liliana back.
Oh, well, Lynn, at the moment, we can't do anything directly. However, we need to make a plan, and you panicking is not going to help. So, what I would like for you to do is take this police scanner thing, not be having it on your head, and let's try to chill for a moment and have a let's discuss, let's talk. That we just had a whole experience downstairs, and I'm worried. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself.
Like Lynn kind of like you see like there's like a crack, and she just gets like, she's like, there's an evil robot who can seal souls into metal bodies, who can jumpstart the end of the world, and we're reliant on someone who seems to have just saved us on a whim. Doesn't seem particularly bothered if she wants to, you know, like out of spite for someone she doesn't like. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know, Draven. I don't know. Like a week ago, it was just a beat cop. You know, like, and you just kind of see her like put her heads in her hands, and like she just stares down at the table for a minute.
Wow, Lynn, you're so obsessed with me. Maybe you and the Phoenix would get along. I'm not here, but I'm not there. But Epsilon saw the opportunity and took it.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't you think that is the appropriate response of, hey, I'm a clone born of pure magic, and I can control risks that can kind of destroy the world, and I don't really seem to give a shit about anyone but my own interests. Like,
magic,
you know?
You missed the critical part where she's like, actually, I do.
No, see, I think that's the really interesting thing is, like, I think the problem is like, Lennon and Epsilon, like, are always, like, miscommunicating because they are so different, like, in the way they, like, interact with things. And, like, Lynn's not even... Lynn is, like, I think Epsilon, it's actually really interesting, like, to me, their relationship, because, like, Epsilon's like, how, like,
Rhea.
She's just as obsessed with Lynn because she's like, how dare she look down on me? And I'm like, why do you care? She's a beat cop and you can destroy the world if you want.
I feel like I feel like at some point they're going to finally connect and be like best friends, but I do like their the dynamic right now.
I feel like they just have to be put into a y'all gotta lock them in a room. DM has to find a reason to get them in a room
and
together,
just let them have it out.
They can't, and just be like because I actually they're my favorite relationship to play in these, because they just there's so much juicy potential there,
and they don't hate each other. At the end of the day, neither of them hate each other.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I think Lynn is just scared, but it comes off as aggression. And I think Rhea's why is she
defensive?
Yeah, and she's defensive, but she doesn't understand. I think Rhea has trouble seeing stuff from other people's points of view because, to her, magic's just ooh, I'm so good, and I'm you could have chosen, she's super powerful, and she doesn't understand that's really scary to normal people,
That's a good point. That is a really good point.
Really fucking scary to normal people.
And I think Rhea might not even realize how powerful she can be. She might be starting to, but I think up until this point, I don't think Rhea even
yeah, no, Rhea thought she was just a guy up until recently, just a guy who was a monk who did some good studying for a bit.
Yeah. When you say that you were just a beat cop a week ago, there has been a lot that's happened to poor Lynn.
Yeah, maybe we can say it's 2 weeks in the narrative,
yeah.
But straight up just a regular person, not even an important a first level priest, just got her first job.
It's all Draven's fault.
You're a beat cop and I don't exist, so I'm not supposed to be here.
It's all Draven's fault. Draven's hey, meet me for a drink, and then 2 weeks later.
And now, the world nearly ended, and Lynn just can't think about that right now because she will have a nervous breakdown. She kind of is right now.
My brain said nervous breakdance, and that's not the correct word, but that would be very funny.
She snaps, and you just find her interpreted dancing in the next room.
It's the Australian lady from the Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I can bring it back to the scene. I was going to say, oh no, that's okay. That's okay.
That was great.
That was a good
tangent.
That was a good tangent, yeah.
Breakdance.
Draven, Lynn was kind of freaking out, describing our whole situation to Draven, and Draven just says, "Lynn, will you come over here and sit? I guess there's some chairs or whatever around, right?"
Yeah.
So we sit down and I show you the journal I found, and I don't show her the stuff that we read earlier. I don't show her the end. I go back towards the beginning, and I go to where this person's talking about doing their laundry, going to class.
Piece of toast.
Woke up, had a piece of toast. And I said, "Look, read this person's diary. They lived here. They did laundry. They ate toast. They."
Oh, that bit's a little spicy.
They got broken up with 3 weeks ago, and they're really sad about it.
Blagatha.
Yeah. Yes.
Blagatha.
Things like that. And look, these people lived. This person lived an entire life. Read. Get your mind off the moment for a moment.
Read the petty drama of Blagatha and...
Oh, it's Blagatha's!
Yeah. And Blagatha's girlfriend was a total bitch to her, and she cheated on her, and then left, and Blagatha's that bitch.
And it caused so much drama in the monastery for a solid week.
There were professors taking sides.
You do see Lynn, I want y'all to know, Lynn calms down enough that she's curled up in one of those comfy chairs, and when y'all come up, she's just in trance. Y'all come up.
Alessia wouldn't formally take a side, but she sides with Blagatha.
That, by the way, Fortune, was going to be my I liked that. Get your mind off the moment for a moment. That was, I don't know if you meant to do it, but it had a nice little poetic kind of flair to it.
I'm so proud of me.
It was good. I will say this. I am going to give Lynn a stress.
I think that's
Because-
fair. I think she should have one.
I think that's
A little
fair.
stress is a treat for Lynn.
I had like
I feel like
so
Draven
many at
needs
some
one,
point
too.
today.
If you think Draven needs a stress, you take a stress.
Yeah.
I'll let you. You can do that. Lynn earned that stress through a very intense meltdown.
Yeah.
And now
Draven
she
is
is recovering by
very
reading
stressed.
the hot goss of the monastery.
Draven is very stressed by other people's stress.
Okay.
He needs
That's
everyone to kind of.
Secondhand stress is so real.
He needs everyone to chill around him. He needs everyone to be cool, and that's why he's always kind of a mediator.
Okay. Perfect. Then yeah, you take your stress too, because she's hyper stressed, and I'm going to remember that for the future. When I start handing stress out to people. So, you all have kind of gathered back around in this room, and finally there's a moment of quiet. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. Rhea, I think there's still that voice in your head over and over that just keeps repeating itself. Len, you are having trouble. I mean, you're getting into this diary, but there's still that nagging just at the back of your head. What's happened? What's happened now, I wonder. And it's a real struggle to focus on something else. And Draven, I think that you can just sense the overall tension in the room, which is, as you said, stressing you out. Fortune, what about you?
Fortune is calmly making drinks for everyone, and this is Mama's old cold medicine. And you hear her smashing something up and cutting up some leaves and squeezing some things and pouring drinks and mixing them up. And then all of a sudden she has drinks for everyone and she's handing them out and she says, "Guys, I know that today's been very stressful, but from the bit that we know, it sounds like tomorrow is going to be even more stressful getting to the next problem. And what we need is a good sound sleep and to let our mind and body rest. So here's to Mama. Let them jugs out." And then
Let
she
them
takes her
jugs
drink
out.
and sets her glass down and says, "You're going to want to go to bed within 15 minutes.
What's in it?
And she's already laying down.
Okay, I'm not even kidding. For roleplay reasons, I think Draven and Fortune should go to bed first.
Yes.
I want them to fall asleep first.
Draven, are you going to take some?
Honestly, Draven probably wouldn't. He might question what's in this, but then once he sees how fast she goes to sleep, he's like, "Oh, all right." And then he downs it. He doesn't care what it is now. He's out.
It's you start to feel very giddy very fast, and it's almost like a sleep spell has been cast on you. An Uno reverse card, as you will, as you slowly start to lose your own consciousness.
I start mumbling about a succession of kings.
I forgot to
Okay.
do my casual double peace signs when I just casually crit earlier.
As the fire starts to go down and Draven and Fortune kind of fall asleep, I like to think that Rhea and Lynn are like in chairs across from each other across the room. And like Lynn has kind of curled up and, she's got her tail around her like a true cat. And she just kind of is quietly looking at Rhea, like very quietly with kind of a blank look on her face. And then she's gonna ask, like, she's gonna look at Rhea and she's gonna ask, "Do you still love Alicia?"
Yeah. I feel her losses deeply as anything.
Lynn's gonna kind of nod. Then she goes, well, that means you're not a devil. They can't love. You're not a human. I don't really know what you are, but I'm hoping you actually care about this plane. And then she's just gonna, like, down the drink. And she's just gonna lay down.
If I didn't, I don't think any of us would be here. You're smart enough for that.
But you kind of, and like Lynn's kind of like falling off asleep, and she's just kind of like, but will you still love this place tomorrow? Or will you just decide it's not worth it? And then she kind of trails off to sleep.
Rhea, you know that anything you say now she won't hear. But is there a response you have to that? You're left alone, the fire crackling, subtle snores coming from Fortune.
I know as much as anybody. Which is to say, I know fuck all.
Do you take the drink?
No.
Okay.
I watched all my friends just pass the fuck out. I think that would make Rhea nervous.
Okay. Fair enough. With that, then, you're left alone for a while, as it takes some time for sleep to find you. With all the things that have been said, all the things that have been done, the weight of this day keeps you awake well into the night. But eventually sleep finds you. And we're going to end there tonight.
Rhea 100% cries herself to sleep.
I think that's the only reason Lynn took the potion was to not do that.
When you all wake up, you will be level 5. So you will get your level up. I would also say maybe you could think about what you're going to do, but I wouldn't do too much yet. The next time we play, the official Daggerheart module will be out for Alchemy. We're gonna basically rebuild our characters in there. It should flow a lot easier and better. So just
I'm gonna
think about
save all my decisions for next week, Epsilon.
Exactly.
Future Epsilon.
Save them. Don't do it yet. But
went off so much smoother than I thought. I am so pleased with how this turned out, guys.
I am too.
I thought we were gonna get our fucking asses creamed into the dirt and die.
I didn't. I knew we were gonna kick ass.
No. Like, I did not have faith in us at all.
I thought
it would be a little faith in us.
I thought it'd be a little more back and forth.
You're not just gonna let me having an existential crisis plot line throughout the rest of the thing just go away.
I was interested to see how it went out. It did. I did like how it played out, and I loved the double crits there at the end. I think I think that just made it great. So here's what I'm going to do. We'll if you got time, we can have a little bit of a post show. But I'll say just a reminder. Right now, we are doing every other week for Daggerheart, just until we get through the Final Fantasy XIV campaign. We're also doing on Monday, so a couple more weeks of that. So the next one here will be in 2 weeks. But if you come back next Monday, it'll be the Final Fantasy XIV. Epsilon's in that. That's it from this. It's just Epsilon in this one. So
it's just me. I'm everywhere. You can't get rid of me.
We don't want to. We love having you here. This is a busy week. Tomorrow, I will be over on Omegas. We've got The Walking Dead. Wednesday, Golden Vault returns. And then Thursday, we have, we're doing the introductory Learn How to Play for Fabula Ultima, if you want to check that out. So we'll be doing that, trying to learn that system together. until then, though, I think that's it. Not to say that's not enough to
that
keep us
you'll
all
be
busy.
joining Curse of Strahd
That's
in 2
true.
weeks, and
I
that
won't miss
will
this
mean
one.
I won't have to keep recording it and fucking it up.
Okay, so I was actually wondering if you were gonna keep doing it or if you're gonna make me start doing it
No.
again.
You need to do it. If you need to do this, because I can't figure it out. I just keep fucking it up, and it just doesn't look as good as it when you do it.
Okay.
You just do it so good, Wolf.
Then I'll take you know what? I see what you're doing. I see that you're manipulating me into doing it, but I accept your praise and we'll and we'll do it. Yes, I will be joining the Curse of Strahd. So I know Pro, you're in that. So I will be there next week. Don't miss. And you haven't told them too much about my character, have you?
I haven't told them a goddamn thing.
Yes.
I don't even know anything.
I haven't even talked to Duke about it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to bring my character in. So with that, we've got a lot of stuff to do, but we're gonna stop here tonight. If you want to hang out with us a little bit more, join the Patreon. We're gonna do a post show; those will go up. Now that things have settled down with me, we should have a more steady stream of post shows and some Patreon content going up. As the streaming schedule is getting a little more consistent too, as you can tell by 4 streams this week. So we will see you in 2 weeks for this, or over on Patreon in just a minute. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Man.
It's good to be back.
It is so good to be back.